so you'll never know.
Yeah, I got a little Goose Fraba moment because last time I got a little heated when I tried to do a solo stream. So I got it's okay. Goose Fraba. I feel good today. How are you guys doing? Is everyone doing good? How you doing? I got Johnny Papa Vegas here. We're gonna get right into it. How you doing, sir?
What's up, dude? What's up? What's up? I'm doing.
In real life, weekend, we keep having these moments. We're like, we're gonna stream on Saturday. Oops. Okay. Well, we'll do it on Sunday. Oops. Okay. Well, we'll do it on Monday. So, here we are. We got the two of us. Nathan may join us here if he can get free. He's got a little IRL stuff himself. So we'll see if he shows up. But no worries. We'll see him next time. If not, I don't know about you, but every time I, kind of duck away in real life and duck back on, I check the dexes and I don't know. It seems like we're still full on into a meme season and no one wants to acknowledge it. And it's kind of funny because I keep seeing people talk about how memes are worthless and, let's go after the utility, and then I'll pull up, any of the dexes and all I see for the most part is fucking memes. Yep. It's all the volume all day long, everything on every chain, just about meme. So, all right, we got the mantra. We'll talk about that a little later. But most of this, look at this. It's just meme, fucking meme.
Bro, do you know how much daily active volume Solana does?
I'm not even on. Was that Solana? I think that was Ethereum actually.
No, but I'm just saying, just in general.
Oh yeah, 100%. And I'm skipping Solana just for a second because obviously Solana is the meme. But like, here's Base, bro. Meme.
Base is 100% meme coins.
Meme.
So Solana.
Pulse chain, half of everything right now memes. Bro, it's still a meme coin season. And then you go to the king of all meme chains, Solana. Buy instead of getting a job. That's hilarious. If I stopped 2 hours ago, I would have totally bought that. That's amazing. Oh my God, that's so fucking funny.
That's fucking go. Look at that.
Super send. Fucking super send that shit.
Super
Buy
send.
instead of getting a. Oh my God. Buy instead of getting a job. All right, hey. This is not financial advice. I am a degen.
Jesus Christ.
That speaks to the degen in me. Oh my God. But my point is, look, there's a place for everything. And if you're into protocols and you're into DeFi, that's awesome. But that doesn't mean that meme coin season isn't still in full fucking throng. Case in point, buy instead of getting a job. Oh, God bless those guys.
Wait, time out. Did that say 5.7 million in volume?
Yes, sir.
Jesus Christ, Solana has the degens. Like, I relinquish that for sure.
Meme coin on Solana just launched, and it did, what's that? 23 million.
It's called meme coin.
It's called meme coin. It's a meme coin called meme coin on Solana. The 500th.
That's a pump fun coin.
Yeah.
So hold on. Let's corkscrew this a little bit. That was a coin that was made for free, and it cost maybe 2 cents to deploy on Pump Fun, and it's got 385K in liquidity. Was that 8.2 million market cap? Is that what it is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then 23 meme coins are out. I beg to differ.
Yeah. I
beg.
It's a meme coin season.
Jeez.
All right. Speaking of meme coins, we got Gugod in the house. Shout out to Gugod.
Well, wait, that's
about
not
you anyway,
Gugod.
brother.
Is that his name? Not Gugod?
Yeah, it's Gugod.
Oh, what's up, baby? What's up?
It's
My man.
he
Okay.
changed it from Gugod the Degenerate to not Gugod the Degenerate. I think is the way he did it.
Got it. Okay.
Or it's just one of his alternate accounts.
I was gonna give him a shout out, but I wasn't sure. So
I give him credit. If it's not Gugod, well,
good God, Blake, if that's really
Give
you, if you need help, Blake.
Let's go to rabies. Shout out to Goo and rabies doing a CTO on this bitch.
Fan, I'm a fan. We're fans of CTOs. We like CTOs.
Off the floor. Yeah, we're fans of CTOs, and that is very nicely off the floor. Nice job. That was literally a 5K market cap. We already did a bit almost a 6X.
Is that good?
Just in a couple days. Not
Is that
bad.
good? Are other things doing 6X?
Is that bad? High score?
What else is doing 6X?
What does high score mean? Is that bad?
Made you broke it, man. Look at this guy. So this is what I'm talking about. This is the kind of stuff that I like. These low cap gems that have a team that's active. Oh, wait a second. Oh, now I'm confused.
He's like this fucking guy.
I'm gonna get one that says not Johnny Papa Vegas. Just
I love it. Yeah.
Never.
Not Johnny Papa Vegas 2, not Johnny Papa Vegas 3, not Johnny Papa.
Let's go.
Not Johnny Papa Vegas's brother, not Johnny Papa Vegas's cousin.
No, but this is the kind of thing, like if you're looking to make a punt, if you're looking to punt, right? Something like Dragon Fart does something like rabies that has a 32K market, like you fucking 32K market cap. Like, okay, what happens what's this paired with? ETH, right? Okay. What happens when ETH does anything? Even if this here's the thing that people don't understand, because of bonded liquidity, if this got like zero participation and ETH just started going, this would slingshot in front of it with zero participation just because of bonded liquidity. So what's going to happen to these low caps when ETH starts going? So it's like,
fly me to the moon.
Bro, the bull run is going to happen. I'm a firm believer. Like I'm a believer that, shit is going to send. Okay. So, okay. Yeah. Look, here's the other thing that's amazing that no one really does. No one does, but people on base and people that know base, this is what they look for. What's that say under liquidity? What's that little symbol that you see there, Mo, where it says liquidity? Yeah. What is that?
Locked. That's a
lock symbol. That is a lock
bitches.
Symbol. Guess who looks for that? That's like the first thing that degens look for when they're looking for a coin. They're looking for that lock symbol. If they don't see it, sayonara. They're off. Not interested. They need to see that lock symbol. I don't know why, but just like there's certain protocols that have an ethos, there's a degen ethos. And part of the degen ethos is I don't want to get rugged. I need there to be locked liquidity. Right? So that's actually a big fucking deal. And for anyone that's watching this, that has 150, 250 bucks and they don't know what to fucking do with it. Well,
bro,
I mean, me personally, I'm putting it into something that's going to give me many more X's than what Ethereum's going to get me. Right? Well,
yeah,
what's going to get you the X's? The thing that's 100 million market cap, 200 million market cap, or the thing that's, in this case, 32 market cap. You know what I mean?
I had a friend, I won't say the name of the protocol, but he tried to turn me on to this one protocol. And he's like, look, dude, it's brand new. It's got a ton of users. Like, it can only go up from here, right? And it just fucking came out. I was like, okay.
That's what they all
said. It came out in the top 30 market cap, and it came out over $1 billion already. And I was like,
that's not good.
Do you I don't know where you think that's going to go, but like, if you want that thing to do 100x, it needs to get $100 billion. Like, bro, that ain't happening.
Are you talking about ICP?
I'm no, no, I'm not. But very similar.
That's what happened with that one. That's exactly what happened with that one.
It was introduced with insiders already in it. Just like
2 billion
Mantra.
market cap, that would make me
Just
nervous.
like Mantra.
Oh.
Mantra's wild. If the Mantra thing really works out the way I read that it was, then basically those dudes were artificially keeping the price actually up while they were just dumping supply OTC. And while those guys were dumping, eventually that overpowered their sort of manipulation of the price. And then when that happened, everyone dumped, and it just the bottom fell out, and that was sayonara, bitches.
Sayonara, like, dude.
You got
in 1 hour. In 1 hour,
a dev team dumping OTC. Like, do you understand how fucking shady that is? Like, these guys, like, now, I guess technically you could do it and it wouldn't be necessarily shady. But these guys were dumping at very hefty discounts, OTC, which could mean you just then buy it at a 50% discount or whatever it is, and then go straight on the market and just dump it at pure profit. Wild. So, shout out to the Verse and his handlers, the Illuminati. They've allowed him to come into the chat today. Appreciate it.
Big shout out, Verse. Big fan. Big fan of the channel, brother.
Mello, the Verse's handlers have not allowed Nathan out yet, so we're hoping they'll
bring out the gimp. Shout out Pulp Fiction. Shout out Pulp Fiction.
Shout out to all you bitches. I like y'all being here. Thank you very much. So that's kind of wild. I don't know. What was your thoughts on the whole Mantra, debacle, Luna repeat? I don't know what you want to call it. Like, it's just
the beauty of this is it's a learning. You can learn something from every situation, every scenario that happens, right? Thank God. A lot of people are like pissy because in crypto there's 5 million different coins that you can get into. A lot of people don't like that. They say that it floods the system, right? Well, thank God there's a million protocols out there, because I never even heard of this fucking thing. And who knows? Maybe, when did it come out? 2021 or something? Maybe when it came out, I would have jumped on that hype train with everyone else and followed the herd. Who knows? But you can't follow the herd, and this is why I don't love projects with a huge market cap, dude.
Yeah, 100%.
If the idea is to get X's,
this is one of those. It debuted at a 1 billion market cap.
There you go. Like, that didn't make anyone nervous. That would make me nervous.
You ready? Like,
dear God.
It debuted at a $1 billion market cap. Do you realize how much economic energy it takes to push it all the way up to 6 billion now?
Bro.
And then wham!
Wham, bam. Thank you, ma'am. See you later. 1 hour, dude. Is that hourly chart or daily? Daily.
I'm on the daily.
What, it dropped 92% in an hour, bro? Look at that. That's gross.
There's your 1 hour
chart. Oopsie.
Here's your 15. No, it's even faster. That's your 15-minute chart right there.
Yikes.
Here's your 5-minute chart.
Oh God, it looks like a waterfall. Looks like a beautiful cascading waterfall.
Look at that. Just
and like the Andes Mountains.
So let's see. Yeah, it was about 50 minutes of like doom, 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 doom. Whoa.
Goodness gracious. That's crazy. The thing that's crazy right now is after all this, look at the volume on it. It's still got 1 point, was that 8 or 6?
Well, it's like people who bought Luna on the crash. You made X's because there's always some fucking guy. I remember way back when in the stock market, it was like Kmart declared bankruptcy and the stock went to like fucking 10 cents. And my sister bought like 1 million shares. And the next day it went to like 17 cents and she sold. Her husband was so goddamn happy and he was fucking furious. He's like, what the fuck did you just buy? You bought Kmart after they just declared bankruptcy? Like, what? Why would you do that? Next day, that was a genius move. I love you, sweetheart.
That's like the meme going right around right now about like people's wives and girlfriends.
Oh my god. Well,
It
I think
shows a
those memes are
picture of like
funny.
it shows a picture of a chick with like her face is red. She's like freaking out. It's like fuck your crypto, and then it's like me, my girlfriend when crypto does well. It's like, hey, how's our crypto doing? She's all
Uh,
angelic looking.
fake news. Crypto bros don't have girlfriends. They may have wives and kids, but they don't have girlfriends.
I don't know about that life. I'm on the wife and kids life.
You're on the Takaraise.
There's no way I'd be able to handle a girlfriend right now. Nah. It's like I want to go out and blah blah blah. No, go fuck yourself. I gotta look at chats and have some chats.
I love it. Hey, all right. Well, the verse said that facing reality said to go shill Dragon Fart Test. So I will shill Dragon.
Let's
Fart
fucking
test.
chill it.
Let's shill it, bitch.
Fucking chill it. Bro, look at these
nicely
events,
rebounding off the bottom. I like this.
Look at that fucking Jake FUD event, bro. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that was pretty rough. Imagine if they had just come to you and been like, could you trim the ETH pair just a little bit so that
or if they came to me
better?
like, hey, what are you doing that no one else is doing? Because no one else is fucking doing this. I could be like, hey, here's our playbook. It works. From day one, we were announcing what we were doing, everything. Then he decided to come out of hiding to make a tweet about us. So if anyone out there needs him to tweet and you're sad that he's not tweeting, just come out with a fuck all utility meme coin and pair it with something on Titan X.
With the team that only market buys their own coin.
Only market buys.
300,000 so far. Over 300,000.
Over that now, yeah. Plus the 20,000 in boost, base boost. You know what I mean? Yeah, we're gonna be great. We're gonna be doing just fine. We're not scared. We're in the trenches. We're working every day. Streams. Nathan's doing the shills, different shills. He's on like 3 different shill spaces with people that have no clue what Titan X is or what, they only know meme coins. So the original idea was to bring people into the Titan X ecosystem. They fucked that up for us. So we're just bringing people to our meme. And then what Nathan is doing is he's pivoting to shilling people like Gugad, Rabies in the spaces that he's doing. So he's not just shilling Dragon Farkas, he's shilling other projects that we also like. So other projects get a benefit of us shilling on their behalf because that's how it should work. If everyone likes everybody, then why not everyone get along? Let's all fucking make money, dude. That's what this is for. I'm not ever going to come out and say, don't buy this. Don't buy that for whatever reason. You're a grown-ass human. You're a grown-ass adult. You can put your money where you want to. I will never tell you not to buy something. You can buy whatever the hell you want. Who the hell am I to tell you not to buy something? You know what I mean?
America. Can't tell me shit.
America. And, if you got in early to Dragon Fart Dust, you got in at a 50-1 Dragon Fart Dust to Dragon X ratio. It got all the way up to a 4,000-1. I will repeat that. 4,000-1 Dragon Fart Dust to Dragon X ratio. And the funny thing is about all this bullshit that happened? Eric was not the bad guy in this scenario. And that's crazy. He was not the bad guy in the scenario. I have 0 problems with Eric. No problem.
Eric's never been the bad guy. He's sort of always taking a lot of fucking heat.
That. I like the dude. I got no problem with him. He had no problem. He wanted us to change. He wanted us to pair with Dragon X, drop the ETH pair. And I was cool with that. Me and Nathan, we talked about it. We were like, okay.
Wasn't that though already? I think you'd already dropped.
You guys what we did, yes, I went into a spaces with a bunch of people from the Titan X community. And I was like, what do you guys think we should do? And they were like, well, you're probably going to want to drop the Dragon X pair and just separate off. I was like, okay, And that was the time for the community to decide what we should do. That's what the community, and by community, there were a couple of people in there, but I mean, they're big name people, and they were like, all right, you should probably do that. So we said, fuck it, and we just did that. But we were willing to drop the ETH pair. It's just there were some people in the community that were kind of poopy, and they wanted us to drop the Dragon X pair. So it is what it is. No love lost. I mean, it sucks because we were really the only ones going out and chilling, bull posting and doing all that stuff. We were bringing a lot of energy, 300,000 in volume for 2 days in a row. I mean, that was pretty good. But we'll get there again. The chart speaks. The charts talk, right?
It would have been neat because it looked like the momentum was building that, if it wasn't dragged out front and sort of executed, that thing had a chance of getting past 10 million market cap. We had a chance of really kickstarting a meme run. You could have spilled over a lot of that energy into Uranus on base. You could have spilled it into, making a new meme run on base. I mean, you guys, CTO'd this protocol, originally, but it could have spurred on this sort of really exciting meme run. And you could have done, however you want to fair launch your memes on base, like Smoke right now is doing on Uranus, which is awesome to see. But I wish there was more excitement around that. And I really thought we could have done it. I thought we could have had, we could have kickstarted excitement back in Baby Dragon X. I thought we could have kickstarted back in Jake X again. And I have the Jake X chart up here for a reason, because Jake X launched and it had its, it's sort of a little fun. And then when Titan X was dying, it just did this run. And this run right here was basically, I mean, look, it started in February. The run didn't start until August. And then all of a sudden it started coming in. Right now, after the FUD event, and I don't even want to call it that, the attempted execution event of DFDX, now I feel like we're in that period where people are going to, maybe overlook it for a while. And then like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe a couple months later, all of a sudden they're going to look at it and be like, oh shit, when did it cross back above 1 million market cap? Because this thing got killed all the way down to like
55.
Under 100K. And now you guys are back up to 350K. So I'm super impressed with how you guys have survived, how you haven't given up. I'm just excited. And I'd like to see where this could keep going. And I think it's one of those things where over time, I think you'll get people back on board, especially as people get more and more aware of how much time has gone by, how little, zero market selling you've done, and how much market buying you've done, and what the team is actually doing for its own protocol. So, this could be actually like a really good repeat of last year, actually, because when did DFDX launch? I feel like it was somewhere maybe in February. So that almost puts it right at the possibility of having, kind of this same chart where you launch in February, you have a peak, it goes down, and then slow roll it over time. And then all of a sudden people are like, oh shit, this is here. It's established. Let's fucking go.
Yeah. The big difference here is that at any given time, Nathan and myself can kickstart this whenever we want, because we have our LP ladder strategy. And I think we proved that that's exactly how it works. Like, it works. When you buy your own shit, you LP above the price, you go through your LP, you take it out, rebuy, and you create this continuous loop. That's really, you're creating almost like your own buy and burn, but instead of burning your tokens, you're hoarding the supply. And then you're slowly releasing it in the form of single side liquidity. So, people saw that's what we were doing, and you can see where we took it over. We took it over at like around this market cap that we're at right now. And in 2 weeks, we got it to 3.6. And that was just because we were doing our LP looping. That's all we were doing, LP looping, and then
Take a look right around here.
flexing the shit on flexing the chart on X. That's the best thing you can possibly do because charts speak, right? Charts speak louder than I can ever speak. I can chill till I'm blue in the face. But if I throw a chart that's up only for 5 weeks of up only, not 5 days, not 5 hours, wasn't a pump and dump. 5 weeks of up only is pretty incredible for a meme coin.
Let me throw an analogy out here, and this doesn't quite ring true, but I feel like it's kind of close. Do you know what the most popular game is in casinos?
In casinos, slot machines,
slot machines, Mega Million fucking slot machines with these giant fucking jackpots, right? That's what gets people, right? That's your green candles. People don't line up to play blackjack. Blackjack's a great game. It has amazing utility, and a lot of people love it, and they have their own niche with that. But what attracts people? The green candles, the money, the fucking jackpots. Like, utility is amazing. And there's a million different reasons to have utility, a million different reasons to go into a million different utility tokens. But what attracts most people in crypto? Green fucking candles.
That's it. Everyone knows that now.
Green fucking candles. When something goes up and up and up and up, and you're like, bro, if I put $1,000 in it 2 weeks ago, I'd have $15,000 right now. What the fuck? That gets this thing in you, at least in the people that does it to. And look, that's what gets a lot of people in. So utility is awesome, and it doesn't matter how amazing of a thing you build. If someone makes a fucking coin of a dragon that farts and it goes up and people start buying in it and it goes up more, that's the only utility that fucking matters. The green fucking candle.
That's right. We're not here to save the manatees. We're here to make money. We're here to make money. I want to make money. Nathan wants to make money. Anyone that's in Dragon Fart Dust is in it because they want to make money. It's not a charity. You know what I mean? So, we still got almost 270 holders holding strong.
Let's go.
They didn't go anywhere.
Let's fucking go. No, they're not going anywhere. They're still in the chat. Matter of fact, in the Telegram chat, if you guys missed the last, oh man, I'm dropping the ball. If you missed the last stream I did with you guys, it was mostly just me hitting the fart button, just nonstop. We have a fart contest going in the Dragon Fart Dust Telegram, and if you have yourself a nice burrito bowl of Chipotle, get yourself I don't know, maybe a nice set of tacos and a big old beer, whatever it does for you, you feel that rumbling. Hit that phone out, hit that fucking voice recorder, record that bitch, drop it in Telegram. You might win some money. We're stacking up farts in there. And I don't know. I think you and I keep talking. Yeah, you and I keep talking vaccines. Hey, I think it's going to be more than $50 for the winning fart. But I don't know about you, but I want a symphony of farts before we declare the winner.
Yeah. And mine's the one to beat for sure. As far as real ones go, you can do an AI one if you want. But I'm not going to lie. The real ones definitely sound a lot funnier than the AI ones. The AI ones are pretty good. I'm not going to lie. But nothing is going to beat a real one.
Well, we're going to vote on it, and I think we have ears of real. We're fart aficionados. Let's just put it that way.
Hey, if you have a kid that likes making funny fart noises, submit it because that might make us laugh too. You know what I mean?
Look, if your kid's just sitting in the corner all day.
Dude, my daughter on the way home from swim lessons the other day, like she made me play all the different farts. It was like 23 minutes of just listening to farts and her cheesing out. It's hilarious.
I'm gonna get to do like the farts on 2 times speed, the farts slow.
Oh, one and a
Base
half
boost
speed.
on.
I feel like is that's the best one. It's hilarious. Two and a half,
All right.
two times speed. It just sounds like you got a digestive issue.
I have a special surprise for everyone. Right as we're about to leave, say hello to Nathan.
Hi.
All right. Say goodbye to Nathan. That's the end of that. No,
And it's gone.
It was perfect.
and he's out.
Hey,
How you doing, buddy?
I hope everything's been going really well for everybody tonight. just so everybody knows, it's been a big build up to the 3-year-old's birthday party this weekend, and the in-laws are in town, and today was the day after the birthday, and I decided, hey, let's all go to American Dream. Do you guys know what American Dream is?
Enlightened.
It's like the second largest mall in America. I think it's up there. But it's right next to Giant Stadium, basically.
Okay.
Which is in New Jersey, if people don't know that.
Yeah, I know that. I know that. That is
or would people get really mad if they're like, I think that's where the Jets play too, right?
No, I think they play in different stadiums.
I'm a dude living in New Jersey for 20. Okay,
yeah.
Never mind. That I don't know that.
I used to rail against everyone I knew that was in New York that was a Giants fan. I'd be like, you're going to root for the team that won't even play in your fucking state? That's what you're gonna do? And if they were a Jersey fan and they're rooting for the New York Giants, I'm like, you're rooting for a team that plays in your state but won't even acknowledge it? Like, that's what you're... No one should root for the New York Giants. Bunch of posers.
Everything about that, everything you have to know about that mall lies in the fact that you have to pay $5 to park there. So,
wow, money printer, dude.
And then, they have a ski slope. They got a water park. They have an ice rink.
They have a ski slope in the mall.
Yes, yeah. There's a place to go suit up. You can sit and watch. They have this place that looks like a ski lodge that you can sit and watch people coming down the slope. It's pretty wild.
Are you going into Westworld? Is it the Truman Show?
I know, right? Yeah,
I thought,
I was riding around on a little electric lion in the mall next to my son, who was on a little electric tiger. So that was fun. Going by my parents, my 70-something parents, and we're just like, hi. You know,
hey, at least you chose the lion alpha move, dude.
And of course, you know, we're all with all these little kids. I'm like the dad with his son, and all these little kids were going around in circle in the mall, and like there's all these people. Oh, and by the way, I was like, Monday is a great day. Monday around like lunchtime, let's go to this place, second largest mall in America. And when we get there, my mom's like, well, I guess like there's a ton of kids in New Jersey that don't go to school. And then I realized it was spring break. It's spring break this week. So it was nuts. So, you know, I'm dodging kids and like stuff on this little like stuffed lion thing. And then I found out that, you know, it has a top speed, not that fast, but a little bit faster than walking. But I start putting my feet down and I'm like going like that on the ground. So this thing's going like, woo, woo. Like speeding. It was dangerous, but it was fun.
This mall sounds so big. I'm waiting for you to tell me. You're like, yeah, and then I hopped on a plane, and
I'm still there, trying to get out. Yeah, it's like the mall in Idiocracy. You know, you
had to hop on the monorail. Well, I'm glad you made it out. That's awesome.
I still got to buy some Dragon Fart Dust today too. While we're doing it, it's like, yeah, I'm fun with everybody. I'm like, hey.
What are you doing? Fart? What? Huh?
Did we bring up anything about the progress of the contest so far? I mean, I've been really
just talked about it.
Yeah. We did.
We're still going, right? Still going.
Oh yeah.
Why would you? Now I'm starting to think like, why would you end a fart contest? You don't want to end it too soon.
Yeah, I have. You ready? When the symphony is complete.
Oh man, they're going on 40 plus years now, right? 40 something. They started out on the Tracy Ullman show in like 86 or 87 as like a
What
short.
are you talking about right now? I have no idea what you're talking about.
The Simpsons? The Simpsons?
Oh,
cartoon?
the
I
Simpsons.
missed the Simpsons. I
heard
missed that.
symphony because Mo was talking about the
I said symphony.
of
I said
parts.
symphony, and then he's talking about Simpsons.
And you started talking about Simpsons.
What
And
the
I was just
fuck
like,
is he talking about?
Tracy Ullman, goes into like so many.
And New York Giants, Symphony, Simpsons. That's Dragon Fire Dust. That's why I come to this fucking stream.
that's right, baby.
Nathan woke up and joined us.
Oh.
And
yeah, so that all led into why I and then it was a long day. It's been a long
long story short.
Yeah.
It was a long day is what I was getting.
Yeah. I was literally, but the funny thing is, you guys were about to go on, and I'm like, I think I was chatting with the last thing I chatted, I don't even know, some nonsense stuff. And then I'm like,
it was 40 minutes before 10.
Yeah.
Was the last time we talked.
Nice little power nap. I'm good till like 2 a.m. or so, I guess now. So let's fucking go.
All right. Well, now that you're awake, we'll end the stream.
You guys, Ted didn't pop in. Is he still in Pittsburgh? No Ted.
I didn't fucking Ted. You want to hop on? My bad. We're already at 35 minutes. Damn it, Ted, hop on. We'll extend for 10 more minutes. Come on. I'm not going to extend for Nathan, but I'll extend for you.
No.
Yes.
Invite, copy.
Fred freaking Savage. Fun story, No Spoon. When I was a kid, apparently I looked exactly like Fred Savage from the Wonder Years.
How did that come up?
Ooh. Verse just said send me the link. My bad.
No Spoon said Fred freaking Savage.
Fred that we are savage. Who's savage?
He just said Fred freaking Savage.
But I think
this is not entirely here right now. Who's savage? What's savage?
I'll get with you guys soon.
Simpsons.
Yeah, let's go and launch into like 10 minutes of facts about the Simpsons.
10 minutes.
I'm glad you asked him.
Well, I was looking at your face and I was like, Mo doesn't have a fucking clue.
So it started in 1987.
This conversation make for a great
really
Dragon Fart series. Driving in the car, they're like, the Simpsons. What the fuck are you talking about?
Ted, the link is in your X inbox. Verse, the link is also in your inbox. I just saw it. My bad. I didn't realize you were asking for the link also.
No Spoon, you're aging yourself. Wonder Years was my show too. But Johnny and I were talking about that. I was talking about Winnie. Winnie was my shit growing
Winnie could get it.
And then it turned into then I went into Full House years. Those were some good years.
Oh, I cut off the fart.
Oh.
I tried to touch.
There you go. Oh.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Oh. Just
so
hear
you gotta play a DJ air horn every time you bring a new guest on.
Yeah. And then
But like depending on who it is. So like if all of a sudden
like if I show up or Nathan shows up, you play the fart. If anyone else
I do the wet fart.
Oh god. Oh.
That like calls forth such a feeling. It's like no.
I get the feeling.
I love the lead up to that. That's my favorite part.
That's actually me every shit I take.
Jumping in the air onto the toilet.
Yeah, I gotta really gear into it.
You just doing toilet painters like all day, bro?
Oh my god. All right. I worked at a job.
Jesus.
This is so funny. Where corporate had their own set of bathrooms. Right? And calling it corporate, there was like 5 of us. But we had our own like little fucking private set of bathrooms. And like once a week, the owner, who was this chick, would just come out of the warehouse and she'd be like, seriously, who has exploding diarrhea? Why won't you clean the bathroom? Like, she would get furious.
Oh, is it unisex?
Yeah, it was a unisex bathroom.
Oh, brutal.
But it was like literally like the nicest bathroom like you could ask for. And then, well, yeah, once a day, one of the guys would go in there and blow it up. Sometimes it was me, sometimes it was other people, but every time she would come back, be like, seriously, whoever has explosive diarrhea needs to go to the doctor.
Oh, so you're a poop at work guy. That's fascinating.
Oh, bro.
I like
one of my best friends.
What up, Ted?
Oh my god.
You on the road, Ted? You on the road, man?
I am on the road.
Look at you.
Yeah, man. I
like that shirt.
Thanks, bro. I'm in Roanoke, Virginia.
Oh,
Roanoke.
Yeah, it's a trippy place, man. It's pretty cool.
Roanoke Women's College. Good time.
Yeah. I'm beat, man. Played golf today. It was fun.
Oh, that's a golf shirt.
It looked like a golf shirt.
Yeah, but thanks, man. I like the florally.
Yeah.
Got the pillows propped up, chilling in the hotel room.
Nice.
What a boy. What a boy.
Bro, there's an entire season on American Horror Story on Roanoke.
Really?
Uh-huh. Because I literally watched that a couple years ago, like every single season. I was just bored. I was like, yeah, fuck it. I'll plow through these.
The whole season is about Roanoke, Virginia?
No, they have like 10 or 12 seasons. Every season is completely different.
Right. But they have
one of them is set in it's called Roanoke.
No shit.
And that's one of them. Yeah.
Interesting.
Season 7 or 8.
I used to live in Virginia for 15 years and not a lot going on there, but okay. Interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty trippy. I mean, I actually used to live in Virginia Beach when I was stationed down there.
757, shout out.
Shout out. That's right. But yeah, it's a trippy place. I like it.
Spoon, take care, man. Appreciate you for coming in.
Spoonie.
So how long are you on the road, Ted?
I'll get home Thursday. Down here for a conference.
New job?
Yeah. So
how's that going?
A lot of travel, a lot of hotel points, flying everywhere. But hey, man, you got to pay the bills.
Rack those points up, baby.
Yeah.
Hell yeah! So we can do our meetup and get stupid.
Yeah.
And by stupid, I mean like have like a cappuccino or something. I can't get stupid anymore, bro. I can't. I'm getting.
Yeah, I'm like, my doctor won't let me do it, but I'll fucking do it.
Let's meet up. How about an espresso martini? I don't know.
Open up our computers and all turn on the live new pairs section of Dex Tools, and we're like, look what I just fucking bought. It rugs, and we're like, yeah.
Dude, can you imagine being in college right now? Like when memes are going crazy, crypto's going crazy. Man, these guys are probably having
paying any attention to that.
Guy throwing a party. He's like, dude, I just made 50,000 on Bitcoin.
Right. Yeah, dude. Yeah.
I don't know if I would. I was too obsessed with something else during college. I don't think I would. I didn't care about anything.
Yeah, parties are going, and you're the guy in the room. You're just like, just a little bit more. Are you clicking the charts?
When I was in college, my sole goal was to be the last one.
It's not going through.
I was always the one where I was like, I'm gonna be the last one awake, no matter how much I fucking drink. I'm gonna be the fucking one that makes it to the very fucking end.
I had a British guy in my fraternity, like straight out of UK, Britain, whatever they're calling it now, straight from there. And this guy would wake up. We'd have to clean the house the day after. Right. And he would go around to all the cups with beer in it still, and chug it. And this is at like 8 a.m, and it had been sitting out for hours.
Power
and some
move,
of them would have
man.
like,
that is a power move.
And he was like 5'4".
Oh my god!
He was a fucking machine, dude. He was a fucking machine. Just an absolute unit of a man. 5'4", maybe 125 soaking wet.
Oh,
I love it.
He was a nasty soccer player.
I'm a little concerned with the college kids because not last weekend, but the weekend before, I was in West Virginia, All right,
Ooh.
WVU. Went to go visit my daughter. And we went to. Yeah, it's a trippy town. It's a lot of fun. Went to a fraternity party with my daughter, my wife, and it was a blast. And so these guys were rapping about crypto, and I'm like, all right, let me eavesdrop a little bit. I'm gonna start listening in. So I mean, the beast just came out. I just like, oh wow, man! So I'm this old guy, gray goatee and everything. They're looking at me like, yeah, okay, George Washington. But then I was like, so I said, so what are you guys tracking on Deck Screener? And they go, what? I was like, bro, hey man, good talk, man. I'll see you later. They didn't even know what fucking Deck Screener was.
What are they talking about then? They're like, dude, I got my Coinbase wallet.
Yeah, they're like, well, I got a little Bitcoin, I get this, I get that. I mean, and they were talking shit and blah blah. The market's down, I'm gonna.
They're kids who are already rich. That's what that is. They don't even know.
It was just like, okay, all right, you guys just keep talking.
That's our competition, by the way. Yeah, that's our competition. That's who you're trading against.
Yeah, and actually, all they're doing is they're just chasing memes, man. They were just telling their rug stories.
Hey, you know what? Good for them, though. Live it up. They're young enough.
What fucking memes are they chasing and they don't know what Deck Screener is, though?
I have no fucking clue, dude.
No clue. You don't need Deck Screener, right?
No, you don't. I mean,
I just look at the pump fund chart.
Right. Oh, maybe that's just what they're doing.
Yeah, maybe.
Straight up Solana. I'm on Solana. I don't check Deck Screener.
I mean, they probably are.
Really?
I would
know
think.
Deck Screener is?
I mean, is there another? Shit. You don't. I mean, I guess
there's Dex Tools and Deck Screener. Everything else, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you're only on Solana, just trading those, I'm sure there's plenty of sites that are tracking and list the prices of all those.
What the hell do they?
Where you don't necessarily need to expose yourself to Deck Screener. Like everyone who I know who doesn't know what they're talking about is like, hey, how come this is not on CoinGecko? And you're like, how old are you? CoinGecko.
Jesus, it's on CLC, right?
Yeah. So I mean, I'm sure there's something like that just for Solana or something like that where kids
CoinGecko
don't know what they're talking
about.
Is there like a frat only like screener?
I don't know. Screener. These guys were so stoned and so drunk. I mean, it was hilarious to talk to them. All right, here's Roanoke, guys. Oh,
that's not what I was expecting for Roanoke.
Oh no, he's in like downtown.
Yeah, we're in downtown. It's pretty trippy, man. Beautiful out.
You're at the highest point in Roanoke. I can guarantee it.
I'm surprised. They put me in a Hampton Inn. This place is pretty dope.
It's 100,000 people in Roanoke.
Oh, it's big.
Yeah.
It's big. It's out there, though, boy.
Yeah, and I got my room. I got in my room last night, all right? I drove down yesterday, listening to the Masters. It was good. And I get in my room, and I'm like, all right, let me check it out. I went to go put my waters and stuff in the refrigerator. The refrigerator was fully stocked. Nice. In Hampton Inn.
Awesome.
Oh yeah, it was great. So basically, house cleaning didn't clean all the food out from the people that were here before me.
I was just gonna say, like,
happy sandwiches and shit were in there.
Shit-ching.
I was like, okay, this place is pretty good, I guess. But then I was like, housekeeping, a little help, please.
Dude, I worked for this Japanese company, like 12, almost 15 years ago. And they had a really strict, I couldn't spend more than $60 on a hotel.
Oh,
so imagine, and I was like the sales from there wasn't many of us. So I was like from Maine all the way down to Florida, and I was in a car because of the equipment I had to carry. So
God.
Imagine there was some places I pulled in, and I was listening to a lot of audiobooks, and I decided to listen to Salem's Lot on the way to it's a vampire on the way
that
to this town in Georgia where I'm like off the highway, off the main roads, off the side roads, and I get to the hotel and I'm pulling up and the book finishes and I'm just like, well, okay. I've had some, man, and then like times where I'm like asleep and like these shady hotels where like a guy walked in one time into my room and I'm like, wake up, and I'm like, dude, I'm in here. He's like, oh, sorry. I didn't even call the front desk. I just went back to sleep. I'm like, somebody out there has the same key to my room. Okay, great.
Right.
That's happened actually to me more than once, where they give me the key, like the computer card, like a little key,
Yeah.
and then I hit it, and then I'm like trying to get into a room, and then the dude opens up. He's like, "Why are you trying to get in my room at 3 a.m.?" And I'm like, "They just gave me the."
We've all been there, dude. I
Yeah.
did that in Vegas. The one time I've ever been to Vegas, I was not sober, and I was trying to find my room, and I kept trying to do my card, getting into this room, and like 2 Asian dudes open up because I was there during Chinese New Year.
Yeah.
And I thought I was going to die.
All right. I got a good story for you.
They didn't laugh. They didn't smile. They weren't mad. They were just like this.
All right.
Land the plane, Mo.
All right. One of my best friends, we go to Vegas. He gets obliterated to the point where you need to like escort him off the table. Like they're like, your friend's got to go back to his room. I'm like, we should. Like nobody cuts anyone off in Vegas. Like they want them to be hammered. And they're like, yeah, your friend's too drunk. Like let him. The casino's here tomorrow. Send him back to his room. So we send him back to his room.
All right.
And then like I don't know, 5 minutes later, my buddy calls him up because he left his key card in his room. And so we call him. He's not answering. So we go back to the room. He starts banging on the fucking door. And so he opens the door and he steps out immediately and he's just wearing his skivvies. Like that's all he's got on. He's completely just about naked. And he comes out and he goes, "What?" And we're like, "Oh, we left the key card in your room." And he goes, "Okay, we'll come in and get it." But he stepped out and the door now shuts completely behind him.
Fantastic.
So now he's standing in the hallway just in his skivvies. And so he's like, go get a key card for me. So we go get the key card at the front desk. We come back. Homeboy crawled up into a fucking just ball and went to sleep right in the doorway of his fucking of his hotel room. Like just right in the hallway. Just some dude in the fetal position in his underwear, just drunkard and shit, completely asleep.
Been there.
We couldn't wake him up.
Dude.
We actually opened the door, dragged him into his room.
It probably was like a really good idea at the time too. He was probably like, "Oh, this is nice. This is nice. I'm just gonna."
Mike Hunt has suddenly showed up. I wonder who Mike Hunt is. Sounds like a guy who skips leg day.
Oh really? Oh really? Listen. You guys don't invite me to any of these things, you know. You hurt my feelings. So
open invite, bro. You don't.
Are you in a hotel as well? Are you you're next door to Ted in Roanoke?
Yeah. Listen, I'm at a hotel, and you know I'm in my feelings like Mike Dean watching Mean Girls and stuff. And I saw you guys live streaming, so I figured I'd just pop up.
Hell yeah!
This is what it is.
Oh my god!
What's up, man? What's up?
I love you.
Good to see you guys. How we doing?
Good, man. How are you, brother?
We're doing all right.
That's
I
good,
thought it was a legit name at first. I'm like, wow, Mo knows some guy named Mike Hunt.
Wait, say it again. Wait, hold on. Say it again.
Oh, I when you popped in, I thought it was a legitimate name at first, and I'm like, man, Mo knows some guy named.
I was like, who's gonna tell Mo that fucking the verse is backstage right now as Mike Hunt?
You know,
I know these games.
Funny part about this, I already pulled this stone on Mo, and he actually said it verbatim when he was trying to clean up his YouTube channel and not say bad stuff, and he just said it out loud and just messed up his channel. So it was just me pranking Mo. So, but yeah, man, it's good to be on, man. You know, shout out to DFDX. See you guys put in the work. Unicorn's awesome. Got a nice bag and just chilling, man. Good shit.
Yeah, so. That's what it's about. That's what we're trying to do here. You know what I mean? It's just spread the word. Well, no, not just with us though. You know what I mean? We want to shout out all the people that are putting in work because there's not that many. Honestly, there's not that many people doing the easy stuff. This is the easy stuff that you should be doing. No one's fucking doing it, dude. No one's doing it. The people that are going to be the loudest. So when everything starts taking off, that's who's going to get. I think that's who's getting mind share, right? So. Yeah. Shout out to you putting out the good word and getting all those out there too, man.
Yeah, man. And here's the big thing. Yeah, no, I appreciate you guys, man. And so you guys saw the stuff that went down with was it Mantra or Manta? No, Mantra.
Yeah. Yep.
So here's the thing I'm always trying to stress, and I see this in the Tinex community because they run around, they scream utility, 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 which, I mean, I get it. Like, when this is all said and done, there's going to have to be some sort of use case for all this stuff. But if you look at where we're at right now, we're basically in like the crypto bubble, and it's like the .com bubble. And then once that popped, one company, Amazon, came out of that, and then you had all the established companies right after. So we're like looking for that Amazon for utility. So the main point I'm just trying to get across is the reason why I like meme coins is there's this factor where you have to build a community, get behind it, push it, and it gives you a chance. What happened with Mantra, man, bro, they were dumping that stuff. They're pointing fingers. Nobody's taking accountability. And that's what I always have to say. Utility coins are meme coins with stories. It is what it is.
Right. Yeah, damn. Good point.
Right. That's right, though. That's all it is. Everything's a meme coin. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So let's tie this back to DFDX. So, you know, the reason why I like you guys is you're putting in the work, you're grinding. You know, shout out to my homie Guga. Shout out to all the guys that are just morons running around and just buying meme coins and just having fun. Those are all my boys. And when we look for communities, the one thing we look for is, you know, guys who shill, founders who do put in the work, and, you know, people that get loud on Twitter. And DFDX checks all those boxes, man. So I'm excited to see what you guys come up with in the next couple of weeks and for the rest of this market, man.
Yeah, man.
Let's go.
I mean, we're not going anywhere, dude. You know what I mean? Woo! We're going to keep doing our thing. We got our little LP ladder strategy kicking. We're gonna keep pumping that up, and then once ETH gets out of its little slumber party that it's throwing, whenever the hell that is, you know, it's gonna get vicious, dude. There's gonna be a lot of us.
Yeah.
These streams like these are gonna be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. They're already fun.
You know, if anything, Verse, the thing that I like most right now about getting so intimately involved with a token and a community is for me, I geek out on understanding ratios, and especially when understanding the Ethereum ratio and watching and just always playing around with liquidity and seeing what you know, the little strategies that pop up. It's like, okay, there was a space of like no buys on the chart. ETH was down, and then ETH goes up, and then you see the impact that a buy has on a chart when the value of the Ethereum that you're putting in is increased, you know, versus the where it was just before, and then likewise, and how that can play. when it really gets fun though is when you're looking at like exotic pairings and the ratios between them and tying that back to Ethereum. That was fun in the start, you know, when we were tied into the former ecosystem. But the focus that has come down to just the Ethereum pairing has been pretty interesting to constantly just be understanding what your value is based on Ethereum and how you can affect the chart, especially with our LP plays and like laddering up and buying into your own LPs and then, you know, using that ETH to buy back. That's been really, really fun.
Yeah, man. And hey, just real quick to add on to that. So just a little context, guys, for everyone viewing. So when you get into V3 liquidity, it's really great for, you know, entering and exiting positions and stuff. Like you can have buy side and sell side liquidity. But what these guys do really well is they don't put up a massive sell wall with their V3 liquidity like I see with a lot of these meme coins. So like what whales will do is they'll buy up like 2 to 3% and then put like a massive sell wall, and then it takes like days to get through that thing, or it kills the project. But you guys are really good with that. You understand the ratio, you educate people, and to be honest, you're giving the average trader some chances compared to a lot of these VC funded tokens. What do you guys think about that?
No, dude, that's exactly what we're trying to do, because we see what's out there. Yeah. We see people like, you know, pump.fun. Just, I mean, that's an absolute degen casino for sure. It's like you have no chance because people are just, you know, they'll bundle the supply. They'll have 80% of the supply. It gets up a little bit, rug, and then they just go and make another one 10 minutes later. And then they do it all over again, rinse, lather, repeat. So, you know, our idea was, why doesn't everyone just make money? Everyone can make money here. If me and Nathan wanted to, we could have dipped out with 300 racks, dude. You know what I mean? And been like, peace out, guys. we sold $0. We've sold $0. You know what I mean? We put all that back in, and we will continue to do that. We will never market sell our own shit. And
yeah,
I think that's why we have the holders that we have, because they know that. They've seen it. We've proven that.
Day one, right here, buddy. Day one.
10X, OG, triple OG, super DGen.
Love it. Well, quick question. So do you guys have like those, well, not you guys, but does DFDX have like an OA type of address where it just continuously buys the token? Sorry, I haven't dove real deep into it. I'm just trying to catch up.
You're looking at it, bud. That's me and Nathan.
Yep.
Yeah. Gotcha. All right.
Yeah, so me and Nathan are basically the ones controlling the supply. We control the supply. We have wallets that we use. It's all docs. It's all out there. You can follow it. You can see all of the wallets that we make our plays from. We don't try to hide it. And you can see, you'll see in the like if there's nothing really going on and you see like add liquidity or remove liquidity, something's popping off.
Yeah.
Because we're the only ones right now doing it while the market is kind of like, kind of quiet. But that's when you can tell, oh, I know that wallet. That's the OA wallet, basically, right? And that's the wallet that these guys are using to do their moves with. So we want people to see that. We want people to see, hey, look, they're buying their own shit right now. It's on chain. Here it is.
Yeah.
Because I can say it all day long, but that's why,
if that multi-sig with all the supply ever moves, and you just look at the holders list, it's the top holder, that multi-sig that has those tokens. If that ever moves, there will be an announcement preceding or shortly after following that because that's a token release. If we're taking from that wallet and putting that into the V3 one-sided, that's there for the public to consume, us as well. But kind of like a dream on the roadmap for me is the education and the experience of having a community that is charts pumping and people are looking to exit, and giving targeted, basically holding people's hands, giving them targeted ranges to say, hey, this is where we're going to be buying up the chart today. Very good time to put in your single sides and let us buy you out, basically. So that's like a dream scenario for me. And that's what we were doing on the rise up to 3.5 million on the 3.5 million market cap, or 3.6. But man, I want to see that on steroids here in the bull. So can't wait for that time to come.
Well, nuts.
Yeah. Well, let's break this down. So, depending on how the OA performs, like I know most of you guys come from Pulse chain, and you look at like Pulse, PulseX, Hex. You have one address that controls 90% of the supply and is used to like defend the price of the token. The reason why that's important, I'm talking to like all the new guys and just trying to understand why this has really great fundamentals, is because when you have one address that has a huge amount of the tokens, but is used to defend the price of the project, then what you can do is create a scenario where you have a low liquidity pump and you see the token go up really, really fast. That's the reason why Hex did like a 10,000x. That's why like Teddy Bear, PEI, a lot of these other projects did so well. You have one address that controls a lot of the supply, and then you have low liquidity that shoots up the chart. Now, this one's a little bit different because you're getting into like the V3 liquidity mechanics. And look, Johnny and sorry, what is this?
Nathan.
Is it Nathan? Okay.
Nathan.
Yeah, I was about to call you Zach. I'm sorry. Johnny and Nathan. I'm so bad name, guys. I'm sorry.
That's all good.
So Johnny and Nathan, that's what they're experimenting with right now. And so that's why this is pretty revolutionary. And the big point is, as long as the OA address does things to protect the price, then nothing to worry about.
Yeah, man, that's awesome. So I know that Mo's been looking to wrap it up here. So
yeah, guys, I apologize.
Really awesome point, man. I'm flattered. That's I'm having a blast doing this with Johnny. So that's really important. Important to say. Let it be known that what you just said there, and that is clippable. see you on X tomorrow, like that. Doing your hello, look at our clip from last night.
If you can see the
dude's in bed
of you, It's like it's all zoomed in.
Right now. I just realized that. Like,
no, you got to clip the part where I talk about getting my Mike Dean feelings and watching Mean Girls.
Yeah.
Because I just been hanging out with Mike Dean, man, and just the brain's just been reworking. But yeah, man, like I said, guys, hey, great live. Oh, jeez,
Jesus,
who's that ugly?
That's what I have down below.
Yeah, so I mean, big point, guys. Show some love for DFDX, man. We are in a meme coin super cycle, regardless of these utility maxis have to say. And at the end of the day, the thing that's going to really set you apart in the cycle is it's a believer cycle, and you got to find communities that want to rock and roll. And DFDX is all that good stuff. So yeah, man, that's the last thing I want to say. I'll let you guys wrap up.
All right. 100%. I love you. I appreciate it. Johnny, let's do the last words. We'll start going around the horn, and then we'll end with Mike Hunt, who skips leg day. We'll give him one last shot.
Yeah, sure.
Johnny, last words, brother.
Yeah, man. Everyone, thanks for joining. I know we do these pretty late, so appreciate everyone that's down in the trenches with us. I just found out that there are crypto Roth IRAs out there right now. Did you guys know that? I didn't know that. So you can take your 401k that's sitting there in like the S&P 500, and if you want, you can roll it over into a crypto Roth IRA, and it can be full crypto. Because Fidelity doesn't have that. Like a lot of these big guys, they might offer crypto trading, but they offer the ETFs, but they don't offer it in a 401k yet. So I'm in the process right now of rolling over my 401k into a crypto IRA, not Roth IRA.
Sounds like we got a topic for the next stream.
So something to think about. I'm not giving financial advice. I'm just saying I like Bitcoin more than fucking S&P 500. You know what I mean? I like Ethereum more than S&P 500. So I'm like, giddy, yep. And if I can't touch this shit till I'm like 59 and a half years old anyway, do I think that Bitcoin is going to be higher from here, or Ethereum or Solana? There's 200 coins you can go into, by the way. So it's like, do I think those are going to be higher in 18 years from now? Or do I think, Johnson & Johnson is going to be fucking...
All I want to know,
you know what I mean?
is when are you guys meeting with BlackRock to get Dragon Fart Dust on the 401k?
Fun fact for you, I have a buddy that works at BlackRock who is in Dragon Fart Dust.
Nice.
I give him, yeah, dude. He works for BlackRock, and I give him a bunch of shit when I see Bitcoin going down. I'm like, "Is that you, motherfucker?" Like, bro, can you
tell your boss to fucking quit it?
Dang,
Bro,
man, you must have joined a secret society for that. You must have joined a secret society for that. And I'm just playing.
I met him by accident. He was at a party that my wife's parents hosted. And I was talking to him, I'm like, what do you do? Because I said something like rug pull. And he's like, oh, a crypto term. And I was like, yes. Do you crypto? And he's like, I do. And then we started talking. I'm like, where do you work, by the way? He goes, he kind of like looked down. He's like, BlackRock. I'm like, that's what's up. I thought I was going to give him shit. I'm like, hell yes.
Then you black out and wake up in a room with all these guys in robes.
Missing a kidney.
That's right. But there is a guy that works at BlackRock. He is in Dragon Fart Dust.
That's awesome.
That is cool work.
It's kind of neat.
Mello's trying to get me kicked off YouTube with his comments. I'm not doing any Diddy shit. No.
Oh boy.
Nathan, last word, sir.
To back up verse, I mean, you'd skip leg day too if your quads were so huge you couldn't get it over the bench, so sometimes you gotta. I'm here to stay. I'm here to do the work, and except I don't do leg day. I do carry toddlers around, and get them that's leg day every day. Boring. So man, this is unexpected, great panel. So I appreciate you guys being here. Not gonna stop, never gonna stop. So that's where we end. I thought I had something more insightful to say. Now I'm just thinking about the versus legs.
Eat your fucking heart out. Love it. Ted.
Oh man, hey guys, always a pleasure joining you. You know, I got your back 100%. To back up what the verse said, for all those that are listening, I mean, not only does Dragon Fart just put a smile on your face and smell like shit, but you have the opportunity. You have the opportunity to learn single-sided liquidity. These guys will guide you and help you understand how you can really take yourself to the next level in crypto. And this is a great place for you to learn. They're genuine, really honest, hardworking dudes. Dude, love everything you do, Johnny and Nathan, Mo. Keep it up. If ever you need me to be there, I'll be there.
Awesome.
Appreciate you, brother.
All right, Mr. Leg Day. Last word.
Yes, sir. Awesome live stream, guys. And first, just want to say, do me a favor, follow the Mo, follow Johnny, follow Nathan, and follow Ted X. That way, on X, show support, show some love to DFDX. Check it out. Meme Coin Supercycle. Absolutely excited to see what this project produces. Add it to your watch list and all that good stuff. And as always, it's not financial advice unless it's Mike Dean. It's 100% financial advice. And guys, please follow me at TheVerse369. And if you want to get 25% off of your Titan X Premium, use the discount code TheVerse. Always remember, 25% off is statistically proven to make you better. Just remember that. Guys, peace out. Love all you guys.
This is brought to you by
Two dudes in bed, man.
Oh my god.
The fart dust. Gotta love it.
Too fucking love it. All right, guys, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. I hope the week starts out well and you guys kill it. I want to give a special shout out to Young Stunners. He's been doing some amazing videos for us. I got one more to end it with today, a brand new one. But if you guys need a video, give your man Young Stunner a shout out, and he will hook you up with some awesome stuff. He's probably one of the most creative dudes in the entire ecosystem. So shout out to him. I want to see more of his videos out there. So guys, have a great day. Have a great week. And we're going to end with this video. Peace out, guys.
Peace. P-Dot to $1.
Oh, Super Sen. Super Sen.
Nathan, the Mo, and Papa Vegas. Dragon Fart Series.
Mo, I said level.
It's too deep. Tomorrow my wife is like, what's wrong with you?
You got to level set your expectations.
Oh shit, 5-0 is on her ass.
Driving.
Oh shit, it's a motherfucking
Shit's a motherfuckers.